Understanding, introduce a bias, a guide to clarity in communication. Hello, language enthusiasts. Today, we're going to dive into a phrase that often surfaces in conversations about decision-making, research, and even everyday life. The phrase is, introduce a bias. Understanding this phrase is crucial as it helps us communicate more effectively and critically evaluate information. Let's uncover the layers of meaning behind this commonly used phrase. When we say, introduce a bias, we're talking about bringing in a preference or inclination that is not based on logic or reason. This bias can sway opinions, decisions, or outcomes in a particular direction, often without full awareness of its impact. It's like adding a filter to a lens that changes how we see and interpret information. Subsection 2.1. In decision-making. In decision-making, introducing a bias can lead to choices that are not entirely fair or objective. For example, a hiring manager might favor candidates from a particular university, not because of their skills but because of personal preference. This bias skews the fairness of the selection process. Subsection 2.2. In research. In research, bias can significantly affect the validity of results. If a researcher introduces a bias by only including certain data or by expecting certain outcomes, the research findings may not truly represent reality. This can lead to misinformation or flawed conclusions. Subsection 2.3. In everyday life. Even in everyday life, biases can shape our interactions and judgments. For instance, if someone has a bias against a certain food without trying it, they might miss out on a new favorite dish. Recognizing and addressing our biases can lead to more open-minded experiences. Being aware of biases is the first step towards mitigating their effects. It involves self-reflection and an openness to challenge our own assumptions. In professional settings, strategies like blind recruitment processes or peer reviews in research are methods used to reduce the introduction of bias and ensure fairness and accuracy. Thank you for joining me in exploring the phrase, introduce a bias. Understanding this concept is a powerful tool for improving our communication, decision-making, and critical thinking. By being aware of and addressing biases, we can make more informed and impartial choices. Remember, the clarity in our thoughts leads to clarity in our words and actions. Keep learning and stay curious.